in what we call the mediastinum, but it has invaded the left field, where there should be 3 lobes of lungs. There are only 2. Is it any wonder why people can't breathe sometimes? Is it any wonder why we die? Primarily, number 1 killer of heart failure. It got too big for its own britches. It should be smaller. Inside of that center field, better known among the eggheads as the mediastinum. And that's the midget. M-I-D-G-E-T, right?
Get to the middle.
Get back into the middle and adjust your own midget. Got it? You like it, huh? Oh, this is beautiful. But you have to suffer. And doesn't Jesus say to his children, suffer, my dear children? For only during suffering can we finally find peace. If I have never suffered, what in heaven could I compare not suffering or peace? Never. I must know the bad in order to appreciate the good. I have to compare it. If I don't do that, it doesn't exist. Then you may ask me, well, when we get into that spiritual realm, there is nothing but the good, but we will never forget from where we came. And when we get there, whom do we blame? Society, the system, or the self? I can't say because of you to my friend next to me, I suffered. I suffered because I have to grow. So let it go and think of yourself. Let it go and think of yourself. And I'm hoping that what I'm saying here tonight will reach Staten Island to a particular person of whom I am thinking. Most of you know who that person is. Got to let go. The living is for the living, and the dead are for the dead. Because if we don't forge ahead, we start to stand still. But in nature, there is no standing still. Either you go that way or that way. And if we start falling back to think we're big people now, how about that 800-pound gorilla that's on TV that's telling you how to save your future with your money? Anybody ever see that? I think it's cute. Take a look at it. I got some papers there. let's get our priorities right. So when we say to break the ice, we break the ice in the neural system. The neural system was never intended to be either the software or the hardware. So let's break the ice. Let's go for the great meltdown, and no matter what they do outside, they can't control it, because it really comes from us. When that neural system starts melting down and all its frozen structures are really free now, then when you send a message, you will get the correct message on the other side. But when you send a message now, and you intended for it to go that way, and it goes that way, we're in trouble. So to break the ice is by getting over the initial difficulties and to become more aware of the self. Got it? Now, I don't want to go into all this stuff right now, but I will eventually, in one day. Matter of fact, I have a nice big picture here of the egg, which is why we are suffering and why we are frozen. So, it's the same thing if you make a cake and you like to put a glaze on it, huh? That's a frozen thing. Freeze the cake, glazing. It is the tree of life which should conduct the spirit, not the neural system. But our tree of life has been cut off by the root. And the Bible tells us woman has been taken away, or the spirit has been taken away from man and woman, and live no longer than 125 years. And that's because it had to be done. We're going into a new season. And that season was the winter season. And it is the winter season that brings the changes on. But now that season is almost over, and it is up to you and me to understand what is going on within us.